Traders, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Running Forward. I want to share with you my watch list for tomorrow and maybe the rest of the week. But before we do that, let's look at the market first. This is for educational purpose only. This is not financial advice. First off, let's look at SPY. SPY made a record new high uh, in the day, but it didn't close. In fact, if we zoom in, we can see that it actually it closed below this box area here. So basically it take out all the gain for this past several days. Hold on, jump to QQQ for some reason. So it formed this dark cloud, bearish engulfing candle. So be cautious. And then if we look at QQQ, we can see that it made record new high, but then I think the high for the past day was 557, and then today it closed at 556. So it didn't close at a record new high. And then if we look at the Dow, DIA, we can see that Dow is actually in a small downtrend. And then if we look at the DOG, which is the inverse ETF of Dow, you can see that DOG is in a short uptrend. So, and we can even look at the SDOW. That's the ultra short Dow. It's the same thing. So even though the market during the day made record new high, but the short-term trend, we should pay attention. We should be more cautious. There's a lot of volatility in the market. If we look at the tech stock, you can see why the QQQ and then the SPY made the record new high during the day. And if we look at Taiwan Semiconductor, that's gap up. And then if we look at NVDA, that's a gap up. That's a record new high. And some of the banks also gapped up quite big. BK is another one. So it's also earnings season. So there's a lot of things that can stir the market. So be very cautious. And if we look at the financial inverse ETF, the bear actually, and you can see that FAZ is also in a short uptrend. So be cautious. But even though the market has a lot of volatility, but still we're in an uptrend. So I'm still gonna be looking at long trades. But just be cautious. And then the first one I want to look at is Amazon. Amazon is in uptrend. The 50 just crossed to 200, so that's a good sign. And then the price action is slowly but steadily going up. So I think this one is a good stock, and just need to be patient and wait for the best entry. And then another one is SE. This one on the daily, you can see that it just broke this short downtrend line, and then the price just crossed above 50 MA. So that's a good thing. And then if we come to the weekly chart on this stock looks even better. You can see that on the weekly, the 50 crossed above 200, and then after this big run up, the price came back down, and tested this support area near 145-ish, 146, and then it's forming this morning star type of candle pattern on the weekly. So that's a good candidate to put on the watch list. And then another one I want to share with you is Hood. Hood had a amazing run and it's still going. As you can see that on this day, June 30th, it gapped up and then it consolidated, tested the support area, and then it gapped up again on the 10th of July. And now it's doing the same thing. It always jump up and test support, jump up and test support, and now it's jumping up and I think it's testing support. So the next best thing for us to do is to wait for a better entry point. So that's Hood. The last one I want to talk about is FAST. This one, I want to look at the weekly chart first. If we zoom out, you can see that this stock has been going nothing but up on the weekly. So come back to the daily, you can see that price gapped up yesterday, and then I think it's probably because of earnings. And then today, even though the market was very volatile, this stock didn't came down at all. It just formed a doji. I think that's a very strong sign that this stock is very strong. So this one is definitely worth to put on your watch list. And then I would suppose that the stock will consolidate even more if the market is in that stage. So wait for the best entry. So that's all I want to share with you. Hopefully you'll find some value in this video. If you like this kind of content, you know what to do. Okay, until next time, bye for now.